What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. It has been a long while, and yeah, we intended to do this on Monday, but I actually did the tutorial this time, so we can roll right on to episode 2. This is months late. I don't remember when we did episode 1, but we're back. We're back, and we are ready to rock. Episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. Bring. Guess I didn't need to do that. Those are voiced. Hello? This is... oh gosh, I gotta do a girl voice. This is Maya, too, so this is gonna be a long... Hello, this is Maya. That's a terrible... I should not do that. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. I can't do a girl voice. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. Ah, I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. What? Who was supposed to say... Okay. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. All right, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Loud beep. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Wow, I'm playing this like a week too early. I should be playing this next week. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I should give a voice. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho. You are not my cogniferous. You are not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho. My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry, but I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Red, white, blue. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh. That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Let's examine the hat rack. Smell blood, and that can't be good. I have to check and see if Mia, the chief's okay. Do I seriously have to, like... Okay. Wow, that sucks. Office. That smell. Blood. Sob. Sis. That's not the voice I just gave her. Someone's there. Oh! Chief? Chief! Chief! Who are you? Strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. Went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Till finally she was cold. You didn't try and save her? Chief. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again. Can I... Okay, I can move with the arrows. Okay, thank goodness. Oh, I can also just click on it. That works too. It's hard seeing her like this. But if there are any clues here, she was struck in the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker laying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Thinker added to court records. Am I all of a sudden a detective too? What's with this? There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards added to the court record. Nothing else seems like a clue here. Piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word was written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. Let's see if there's anything else. I think we got everything. What's this? Oh, yeah, we already knew that. Okay. This Fanco ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Right, I'd better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws in the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come... What was that? Someone else screaming from outside the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. I'm not reading. The girl just now. Where did she go? I put her right on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? Never thought they'd be used for evidence like this outside the courtroom. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me? Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark. The room was dark. And sis. So she was already dead. So, you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting? This late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Oh, 8%. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. Wee wee. I don't think I need to vocalize that. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. You just hear, Roxanne! Put on a red light. Freeze! Police! Oh, it's... Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from a building across the way, see? See? Got a person saying they saw a murder. A murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya. Wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me? Eek! This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Case closed! You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. That's not quite. I want to tweak that voice. What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center, visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I could do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office. You looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought... It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Ow! That's what she said. Damn, okay. Didn't need to hear that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia. I know. Why are you crying? It's not like your sister died or anything. Oh. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? That voice is so bad. What's with the outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training, I'm trying to become a spirit large. That's such a dumb. That is such an that was the bottom of the barrel joke. A spirit medium? Pretty sure that qualifies as strange. I'm off on a trip. So you're an acolyte, medium in training? That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family. So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So, you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? You just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Did you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. One Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it. Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? It's the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. Said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? It's not like they're dead, right? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. Trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. Visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Why did it uncheck the day of the crime? I already talked to her about that. Alright. Let's move to Grossberg Law Offices. September 6th. Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Just have to come back later. Or I'll have to snoop around his office. Nice plant. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here has got money to burn. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The old paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Okay. Hey, what is it? Did you feed the lawyer? Sorry. I haven't seen him yet. I see. Better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Fayeco? The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal! No trespassing! I'm sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No. Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Nah, I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were? Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? You got business here, you better do it quick. Oof, he thinks I'm Miles' lawyer. About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? Huh? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. All right. You can see the report, but that's all. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city put Don't mind me, I'm just stumbling over my words. The city put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets the guilty verdict. Don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. For some reason, I thought it was going to say the incredibly young age of 12. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Stop hitting that. Okay. Mia's favorite potted plant. Can we admit that into evidence? I think that's important for the trial. Remember, it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordyline stricta, pal. Who's that? I'm pretty sure we know who it was because he said pal. The sky is blue, and so am I. Okay, Phoenix, are you a 12-year-old Tumblr girl? What it? Okay. There's that hotel right across the way. An old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Now that she's dead. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Oh, shoot. Yep. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all of these. Okay. Nope, stop that. Yeah, I gotta present that so I can keep the cell phone. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have it. I have that. You think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. I tell him why I want it. There's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. Cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. Cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious calls records in there, after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Hi, Eli. So that's all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me your name. Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already then? Ah! You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. Guess I should know better than try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Yeah, we already know this, so... The Gatewater Hotel. September 6th. Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Oh, gosh, what voice do I give her? I already have the voice one woman. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. I gotta do like a Valley Girl. That's what I should do. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. What's that? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. What's inside? Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Ooh. Boy. I don't like this. I don't like this character. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. You can tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it? Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh, boy. Could you just exactly... Who are you? Just who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here. Tee-hee. You know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. Tee-hee. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. See, there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Isn't this? Excuse me, but I'm a witness, police witness, you understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness, just like in the movies. Okay, yeah, so she's not gonna talk to me. Late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fanco office building, of course. See the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Ah, I've still seen painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those hanging on the wall. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Simple bet, it's been recently made, nothing eye-catching here. Okay, I don't think there's anything else of interest around the room. I'd love to get a look at that, but she's not gonna let me. Oh, he's here. Okay, Grossberg goes out. Ahem. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Oh, okay.
Aha, so you're the one they say has been looking for me.
Yes, that's me. He even looks grander than I imagined.
That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now?
Yes, well, yes.
And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed.
Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you?
Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it!
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey.
Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on.
Why the strange reaction?
Ah-cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion.
What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case.
Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see?
But the client is Maya Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. I said Maya Fey, Mia Fey. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. So, goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have any time to argue with you anyways. I'll go look elsewhere.
Think not.
Huh? Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one.
That's quite a painting.
Aha! You noticed! It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you.
I wasn't interested.
It's not for sale.
I'm not buying. Jeez. Well, time to break the news to Maya. 3:42 p.m. Detention Center. Hi, Oh, you're back! Did you find the lawyer? Well... What do I tell her? Well, see... Just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. What's up, GT? He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Did you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. I've been doing the last few hours. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. Good grief, read. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. It's the thinker clock that Larry made. Practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her. My sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know. So she could still be alive. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. That's why they're very disappointed that I'm small. Once again. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. Made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait. They didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow. So, what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Police consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But the man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me, White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Just leave her and go home? I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... no one is sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there. A long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Okay. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes, and I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? Something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? That's when I tried to look into that drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. See you, Maya. I gotta go to a hotel. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me? You are...
Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir.
Oh, right.
I've just come up to deliver room service, sir.
Do you know where Miss May might be?
Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facility. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy.
Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit.
Ah, I almost forgot.
Ah! You came back quick.
Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned.
Oh, right, sure. Mr. White. Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White, that was... White, that was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Alright, so we're definitely looking in the drawer immediately. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this hit in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. Look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court! To be continued. Yes, please. Eli, I don't need your... You go away. Go to horny jail. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or it'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then.
We may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in the charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here.
And the cause of death?
Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir.
The court accepts the statue as evidence. Don't mind me. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. FA's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. A very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? Couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? My sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. Worked lots of times. Should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. All right, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. All right, so we're just gonna press him on everything. Hold it! Who did you say you got a call from?
Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene.
Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue.
Hold it!
Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime?
Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away.
Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. I don't think there's a point in pressing on that. Why's that? What's your reason?
Why? We had a witness account describing her.
Oh, well, yeah, duh. Hold it! Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh?
Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it.
You did say it.
You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious. She sure isn't pink, pal.
What? Well, I guess she is pink.
That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes.
Gah! Shit! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
Imagine if real court was like this. It was just like, oh, oopsie, I made a mistake and said the wrong thing. Can I say what actually happened?
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results shows the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger.
They really do try that. Yes, but the judge isn't like, oh, well, let's hear the real testimony this time. The judge is like, all right, yeah, no, you're changing your story. You're becoming an unreliable witness.
Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
Most of the time the lawyer doesn't correct him. Well, yeah, because you want them contradicting themselves. If you have a witness who's like, yeah, they were driving in a blue car. We have evidence that the car wasn't blue. Oh, yeah, sorry, that's my fault. It was a red car. We have evidence that it wasn't a red car. See, my bad, it was actually black. like, that's what, obviously that's a, you know, dumbass watered down, like, explanation to what they do, but it's 100% like, oh, hey, yeah, so I went in and I saw this happen. Okay, well, there's evidence that that's not what happened. Oh, well, yes. So here's our evidence of that's not what happened. They weren't there until this time or whatever, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, clearly I got the time mixed up, and maybe it's just because of this, and this person was here too. They start adding and subtracting details and trying to change things, and basically the lawyer just lets them weave their own web of lies until it's just like, oh, hey, yeah, you can see this person is obviously lying. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Show you my hard evidence.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time?
I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Hold it! Did you find any evidence?
Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part.
Hold it! Just because you found it next to the victim body. That's not what I...
Ho-ho! Then who did write it, smarty pants?
Who? I did. It could have been me.
What? So it was you?
No. I'm just saying it could have been me. Can you prove it wasn't?
Objection!
Hold on. So, you admit to this? You admit that you wrote the note? Listen to me, Mr. Wright. This is a court of law, and I expect you to refrain from making thoughtless statements.
What a smug bastard.
Amateur. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found.
On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood.
What is, if I press here, what dumbass thing is Phoenix gonna say? Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that?
Of course I do, pal.
Uh-oh, you sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Phoenix. What kind of tests were these again?
Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the, little bits in the blood. They are hermogoblins, hermogoblin bobbin. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests.
Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony.
Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir.
Detective Gumshoe?
Yeah?
I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you.
Oh, that was a mess. Right, where was I? Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Hold it!
Which hand was the bloody finger, Detective?
The right hand.
She was right-handed.
Ha ha ha! Nice try.
Uh-oh, I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name?
Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies.
This isn't a movie, Detective.
Oh.
Let's talk about reality, shall we?
I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no.
Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister?
Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order!
That didn't go so well.
That's right! What he said!
This whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Okay, is there anything? I don't know what to point out. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Oh, goodness. What do we do here? I can't present people yet. Did I press him on this? Didn't I? I feel like with that. Oh! The death was instantaneous. Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying?
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
But...
No butting your way out of this one, detective.
Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Objection!
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
When?
It was the day after the murder.
Prosecution's point being?
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
What?
A secondary autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way!
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all.
I see.
Damn you, Edgeworth. Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say?
I'm a sham!
I'm gonna say the detective's a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report?
Huh? I thought...
Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. Yeah, no. Eli, you'll find out if you decide to watch me play this game. This is not exactly accurate to a regular courtroom. Because the prosecution will be like, I have this secret thing that you didn't know about. It's like, that's not how that works. The prosecution can't just hold documents secret. I kept secret that there was a new autopsy report. Like, you can't just do that. Obviously, there are certain quote-unquote secrets that you can keep, but yeah, evidence has to be shared between both defense and prosecution. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts this evidence. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Okay. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. I hate the way she stands. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room? Teehee. I checked in right after lunch. Also, in no planet would the trial be taking place 2 days after the murder. It'd be like freaking 4 years before the trial actually gets started. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Yeah. It's September 7th. The murder took place on September 5th. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. Well, yeah, if it was obvious, like, yeah, you shot a cop. There's body cam footage of it. Like, yeah, of course, those things get settled a lot quicker. But no, this is the only supposed witness of this murder. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite... firm. Didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly ways of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weaknesses.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
What was the autopsy? I don't remember what time it said. I'm gonna assume 9 is right. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. See how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. No.
Objection! Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. I'm not badgering your witness. Clearly, raccoon, I don't know. I'm afraid of actually saying something highly inappropriate. But badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him! The poor girl! Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? Someone with long hair being attacked. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get an answer. Woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey? Slender, sorta. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? The mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. I think we need to press on that. Hold it! She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. How do you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. Question your testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Roar. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm not saying that. I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. New testimony. Witness account. I did see everything. I did.
The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee-hee.
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Send them to federal prison?
Well, I know what I'm pressing immediately. How did you know that it was a clock? A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Oh, okay, wow. Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Figuratively, of course. Is that right? As in you're right? As you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? This is just Purgatory Simulator? I don't know. The two that I'm aware of, because I watched this game played through about 7 years ago now, 8 years ago. It's been a while. And then I know I've seen the second one played through as well. I don't know anything about any of the others. Right, it was my right hand, right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright. Please continue.
Is there anything? So if it's her right, it was this direction. I don't think that's relevant right now. I'm going to present the thinker. Objection! Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. Oh, yeah, no, definitely. The second game also starts with a trial where Maya's the defendant. That's why I was like, definitely Maya's only murder trial. You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Objection! But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once.
Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
Whew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because... I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Normally it's the defense attorney that's a sleazeball. Dude. Oh my gosh. Just you wait. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel.
She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
Nope. No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. She didn't just take the batteries out, all the clockworks. That clock is missing its clockwork.
How could you possibly...
Just take a look, right now.
Oh!
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court what is the meaning of this?
It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk.
Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty? Somehow he knew.
I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Yes, I can.
Oh, impossible, of course.
I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is this. Take that! Take a look at this.
That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, who? You have a girly phone. Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention.
Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it?
The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the... Yeah, we read this earlier. I don't need to read this all again. I should probably tell you the clock isn't ticking right now. It's not working. That's lame. I had to take out the clockwork. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Oh, gosh, the beep. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was reported. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Yes. Larry Butts made it. The witness claims she has seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before.
It is simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. He thinks he's so cool for saying that, 100%. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Gosh, dang right, you are on a roll. Oh. Ah! The heart in her chest turned upside down. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did, tee-hee, wink. Scary.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know that weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
She heard?
That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence providing the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
It's the wire tie. Have a look at this. That? Hey. I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not? Oh.
Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not.
Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple.
What?
Here's my proof. Proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock was the freaking conversation where Take that! I present the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the victim and the defendant. What's up? You haven't called in a while. I just went hold it again. It was a clock. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection! Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you?
The defense demands an answer.
Are you supposed to vocalize that?
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? God, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Yeah, of course it's not irrelevant. Somebody died and you were tapping their phone. That's actually highly important.
While the court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone?
I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking that I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy, wink.
Ergo, the witness was not at the scene at the time of the murder.
I didn't say she was.
So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's phone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever.
It has a huge amount of bearing on the current case, even if she wasn't present at the time of the murder.
Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder.
No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on, think of something.
Call the bellboy as a witness.
The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy.
Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty from Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition.
That is not how courtrooms work, Edgeworth. I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. That's not how it works! What should I do? Accept the condition. That's not how any of this works! Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition.
Fool. You fell right into my trap.
Uh-oh. Well...
Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
Yeah, let's just go fetch this guy who is definitely not at court.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir.
The guilty verdict will be decided on this sick drift I can pull off in the parking lot.
I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
Why doesn't May disagree with that deal? I don't know.
That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir.
Miss May's room service. Oh, I'm sure he gave her all kinds of service.
I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. That doesn't matter. Because they're not gay. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then?
Nine on the dot, you say?
Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir.
9, the time of the murder. Precisely 9, then?
Precisely, exactly, and most definitely 9, sir. Most definitely, sir, 9 p.m.
How can you be so sure?
Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir.
Why would she be so particular about the time? And are we not concerned about the fact that she was getting iced coffee when she supposedly witnessed the murder?
And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Well, that's frickin'...
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely?
Yes, sir. As in so very absolutely, sir. It is an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're very certain? You're so very certain.
Well, when I brought her room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embracer, sir.
Embracer? Is that French for embrace? Oh, is he saying embracier? Is that what he said? Okay.
It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Hey, Razor, what's up? Why would she have done that? What's up, kitty cat? What you doing? Coming for pets. I'm still alive.
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. Is that it? That's not it.
Tisk, tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
Can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait! Please, wait!
Yes, does the defense have something to add?
I started to talk like the bellboy. One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all.
Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Room service. Tell me again about, room service.
Again, sir. At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall.
I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive?
Yes, well, iced coffee for two, you know, and we don't skimp on the ice, sir.
What did he say? What did you say?
Rather quite.
Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
Objection! I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see.
Why did you not mention it in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention.
Yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir.
You fool! College is an experience. What kind of experience is it? How's it been going? I've done it. I've won. Yes? Where are you? What are you meowing about? Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room?
That's right, sir.
Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person?
Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. Did I not just state that? The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late.
Too late? Suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of another man from the other man from this court.
Ugh. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned.
September 7th, 2:24 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Excuse me, I'm just drinking chocolate milk. Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there! Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool, too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine.
You say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. Lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? Heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. Going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. Thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center. It's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Sorry. Oh, goodness. I think we're only about halfway through this freaking turnabout. Is it even possible to fail these games? Yes, it is. There are actually some difficult trials later on. Detention. I didn't read it. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place like that. Dank? 420. Blaze it. Okay. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. Dude is stone-faced back there. He's not reacting at all. So, what does he wish to ask of me then, For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it! Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. But bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers? Or just against me? Big kitty cat. 24? Why is his hair gray? Is it supposed to be brown? It looks gray. $64, $30, $17, $27. Gosh, I'm almost Mia's age. Stress. Oh, Hey, guess what? Actually, I, really hate your guts. So get lost, because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Will she say that with anything? Yeah. Sure, you're bad? I'm pretty sure she's gonna say the same thing. Yeah. Welcome, sir.
Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself.
Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that.
No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say.
Huh? Rep?
Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It'll be great for business, sir.
Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder.
I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee.
Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? Do you really need that door open right now? Just go lay down. Quit whining.
So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you.
About Miss May.
Oh, huh? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said.
Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May.
Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger.
There we are, in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy.
If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him.
A photo. Could you tell me about this hotel?
Absolutely. And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle.
Subtitle?
The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think?
Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Okay. Options. I think we gotta... Let's go talk to Grossberg, see what he thinks. Huh, looks like Grossberg is out today. Again. He's avoiding me for some reason? Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... I'm pretty sure it was Grossberg himself. Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident Exhibit A, DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Sure, I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. It might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Photograph quietly added to the court record. Photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. Yeah, swap photos. I surely can't take both. That'd be too much. Take a look at this photo.
That's him, detective.
I'm lawyer.
Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is.
No, I don't.
Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that's him?
An affidavit? This guy's way too excited about this. Sure. Well, sure. Why not?
Yes, I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit.
Just hurry up and write it. Bellboy's affidavit. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. You again. Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times, I'm not telling you. Where did you... Aha! A reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that it was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. So close. You have a look at this. What's that? Bellboy's affidavit. Tells us everything he saw. Such as the man you checked in with. Who is most definitely this guy. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. No, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes! Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Haha, get it? Because red, white, blue. Like America. It's really subtle. Red, white, information gathering. Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White, at last. Finally a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Why? What a gaudy... Hey, it's the painting. What's this surreal decor?
All right. Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by.
Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably?
Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary.
What is this guy's problem?
I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the wordily challenged.
What a fruitcake!
Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you come to meet me like this.
What does he mean by that?
No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself?
Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not?
Correct, she was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done.
She is done? You mean the wiretap?
Indeed. She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this.
Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room?
Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy.
Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly.
No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand, although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that.
Raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? You should have seen the same thing as April May.
Oh, ho, ho. The police, the courts, to me they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement.
We'll do Blue Corp first. What kind of company is Blue Corp, anyway?
Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are... we have a company of the future. You might say we are the future.
Sell information.
In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you've seen now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not?
Okay, before we piss him off, let's examine. Statue of man holding up the world. The Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. The model for the man is, of course, Mr. White.
Truly a work of art, but probably too beautacious for you to appreciate, correct?
I think it's a little too beautacious for just about anybody to appreciate. An impressive lineup of trophies. Judge's Special Runner-Up, Best Participation, Judge's Cooperation Award, Special Good Try Prize. The word judges and special kind of stand out. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk? In my mind, this is quite the thing.
It is mottled on my body, see? Well, does its sleek roundature not inspire you?
This is the top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential.
Ridiculosity! I have no interest in anything but originals.
I should have read that last line.
That right there is a bona fide original. Worth $5 million for sure.
There's something that's been bothering me.
Yes? What might that be?
The big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. You know, I've actually seen that painting before.
Oh?
Just yesterday, actually.
Your point being?
My point is simple. Rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall?
Mr. Wrong, was it?
Right.
It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you?
A lawyer.
No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grodyburger.
What? He punched me.
Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away. I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty.
What?
Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding.
So you say, I wonder, is that kind of control really possible?
I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grodyburgers, I presume.
Miss Grossberg? Yes.
Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now. Skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss.
What a douche. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat.
Jumping Jehoshaphat's! Oh, you.
What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days.
I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess.
Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. So you came to see the trial?
Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep.
Really? What was that?
Well, you see, it's just me and his sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl.
I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know.
A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy.
He does seem troubled about something. Starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit.
Oh, I see.
Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something's been bothering me.
Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy.
You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? When you said you had no intention of parting with. Well, I saw it. Today. It's in the CEO's office of Blue Corp. Red White's office.
So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting.
Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow.
Connected, you say?
Yes, and I know what it is. He's blackmailing you. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail. I think that painting's fairly gaudy proof.
Very well, this may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate?
What's he talking about?
Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation.
Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incidents, as you may have guessed. I'm on the back of these photographs.
As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did.
So that's the connection.
It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red Wright will be nigh on impossible.
Possible? Why?
He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians.
What?
They are bound, unable to do harm themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years.
What is the DL6 incident?
DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium.
Medium.
Her name was Misty Fay.
Faye.
Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating murder at the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud.
That's what Maya was talking about the other day.
Did all I could for her. And in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. The murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident.
Why are you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg?
The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. Made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. One person found out. I told him.
You told White?
He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were marked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Oh, back to Fayhill offices. Oh boy. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Well, that, because Misty Faye, that's my enemy's mother. Should I take a look? Yeah, read it. I've tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the presses. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. Yeah, she also knew Red White. It's fairly obvious. Grossberg just told you Red White was the one who leaked it to the press. Let's see, J through S, nothing much in here. Skim. Writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I could use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. White, the entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Let's go talk to Grossberg again. Found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White, as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Do I just go show this to him? Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. It's okay to indulge in my cosmetology. Okay. I just need to straight up present. Mr. White, see this? This is an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? Found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician.
You were blackmailing him.
Blackmail?
Not just him, either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I?
What a bizarre accusation, Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, no, no. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia.
Secretary's office. Hello?
Mr. Wrong will be leaving now.
Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. Wright. You're absolutely right. I should be looking for the killer now. And actually, I've done better. I've found him. He's sitting right in front of me.
Just what are you insinuating?
Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office.
We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office.
Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this?
Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow.
What's this about?
The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify.
What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court.
Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent.
What? What man?
Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man.
What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those.
Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you're in position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer,
as was Miss Mia. How dare you?
I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent.
I feel faint.
Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Butts. Harry Butts.
Right, actually, Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry.
Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong.
September 8th, 3:37 p.m., Detention Center Visitors Room. Can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Wright! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Ha! Now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you... I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well, you could cheer me on in court. You could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that. All right, leave it to me. Huh? I'd better get a uniform and some pom-poms. Not an actual cheerleader, Maya. Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. There wasn't anything you could do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet with crime it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. Yeah, because that's a terrible way... What? Hey, we have a 3-day limit. What about evidence? Nah. No wonder innocent people are getting thrown in jail. Never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as a star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. To be continued. Alright. But not to be continued, because we're going to finish this case right now. Day 3 trial. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look. Prosecutor Edgeworth? I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty? End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie, to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. That's a terrible policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. Hmm? Phoenix? You know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Why have I watched this much? Because as ridiculous as it is, it's absolutely engrossing. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. September 9th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 1. Well, yeah, there's really not much to watch. I mean, you look at all the characters' reactions, but that's about it.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this?
Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself.
Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please.
As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court,
Today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crimes. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. I'm going to raise an objection about this. It's supposed to be me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Yeah, I saw it. Who's that supposed to be? Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I know it's Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. I have to try and differentiate these two, because that's a skitter widget. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Can't rip this guy's testimony apart. I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Oh. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see. It was about 9, I believe. I was quietly that is, reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and it was all over. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nine, yeah. Some papers by the window. What were you reading? By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay & Co. law offices? Correct! That is the only window, you see. And there you were reading papers? Correct! The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I'm a very I am a damn it! and I am a busy man who had business to do.
Bedlam coming from outside, yep. A bedlam? Right, that's not.
It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue.
Look at the building across the way. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound.
But of course, I am no snoop peeking out of windows at night.
No snoop? Yeah, right. You made a career out of snooping. What 10-minute video do you want me to watch? What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl.
I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer.
So what is your eyesight?
Counting both eyes, 40.
40? Don't add them together.
I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good.
Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway?
And what did you do?
Trying to do all of these voices at once.
I called Miss May.
Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened.
Of course! Comprende! I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail.
That is bullshit. Okay. Objection! Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave.
What is this?
You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right.
Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her.
I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here and the victim here. If the victim had ran to the left as you claimed she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd?
Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True, maybe he really did see the victim run left. He saw her run left because he was looking... So he did witness the killing? Wait a second.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court?
Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once.
I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction.
There's one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts.
What?
Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel.
Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Take that! This is where he was. Look! When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left.
Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! Objection! Hey, Alex, what's up? The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Oh, ho, ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer.
What now? He's laughing?
The hilarity of this moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony.
Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy.
Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Bullshit. Okay. This is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony?
You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. That is the BS. So you're watching both times?
I suppose I was. And please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner.
What do you think, Phoenix? I think we've got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face. Oh, shoot. I gotta freaking cycle through it all again. Objection! Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. I don't know what sound to tie with that. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. In the nuts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told the court you were abso-positively perfect?
I will refrain from using this phrase from now on.
Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony.
The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite.
Objection! The witness is confused because he is lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away.
Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony.
The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White.
Mr. White? Okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. There.
Oh, thwap. He said thwap. I'm not going to watch that, Bug.
Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting.
Deal with it. This is almost over. Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran.
Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now.
Okay. I want to look at... Super blow. What thing did you hear fall? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing?
Huh? Oh, that! The glass light stand!
Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something like that strike you as odd? Yep! Mr. White?
Huh? What?
You're saying you saw the glass light stand.
Yes.
Then change your testimony to reflect that.
Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked.
There's no way you could have told that was a light stand. It's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before?
Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to... Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused.
White's falling apart.
Your Honor, please, I ask that you not allow the witness to be badgered any further.
He's not being badgered!
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes.
Very well, the witness may continue his account.
Smia, Mr. White, do you know the victim personally?
No, triple no. How would I? How could I?
I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you harassing the witness.
You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth.
Killer, you attacked her, but she dodged, turned around towards the door.
I really think it's this. You wouldn't have been able to know that was a light stand. Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand.
What?
Look at this.
These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes?
Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here! Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that?
Ridiculosity.
Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
Gah! Mr. White?
Mr. White, you did it, didn't you?
Mr. Your Honor, I, Miss Mia.
Looks like we're about to get our verdict.
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright.
What?
I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. There you go. Confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does this have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office? And by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached Fay & Co. law offices. This is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place, when he went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. I know exactly. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. Literally, that when there was a Miss May. Non-identified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. If I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on his prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to Fay & Co. law offices. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. I'm gonna go for it. That statement, how exactly? What do you mean they aren't? Okay, let me press him on this.
Why did you tap me his phone?
This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Tisk, tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably.
No more. I can't take this anymore.
Mr. Wright, are you giving up?
Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix.
Mia?
Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake.
Ah!
Hey, Phoenix! Gak? That's the way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough to shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court. I was right! I was right! I was absolutely right! I was just early! Gosh dang it! You have the receipt in the court record, right? Oh, yeah, that one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix. Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. I freaking knew it! Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony? He said it was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Gosh freaking dang it, I knew it! September 9th, 1:16 p.m., District Court Room 9.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you all right, Mr. Wright?
Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now.
Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. Wright is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright.
Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you.
But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood?
You're grasping.
I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
The other side?
Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt?
Well, a glass light stand, and the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder.
You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you?
No, it's impossible.
Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there might be quite a bit of pressure on you, but I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances.
Very well. Then that is all for the trial of...
Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way he could worm his way out of this one. No, wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth.
There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter.
Another inquiry. This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone was going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied.
What?
Completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow.
There's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all.
Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time.
The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Your Honor, if I may.
You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
Bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened.
Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list?
Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press.
I confess. I did it. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker.
Case closed, Your Honor.
Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was.
Well, this court finds the defense, rather the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright,
not guilty. Yay! Everybody's happy for me except Edgeworth.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
September 9th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here's running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief? I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, you come to the office tonight, say 9. The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia! September 9th, 9:02 p.m., Faye & Co. Law Offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! I was kind of worried you might not. Of course I came. Well then, pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on! There's time's a-wasting! Okay, wait up. Alright, fantastic. Well, that's where we are going to call it. That is Turnabout Sisters done. I don't know if we'll immediately revisit Phoenix Wright next week, but we will be definitely playing it at some point. And we'll be doing Turnabout Samurai. That case, I know, is much, much longer. So, yeah. That one will take a while. But, regardless, thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will be back tomorrow with Eli for more Castle Crashers. And, yeah. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Peace out.